Did you know before Fortnite had icon skins, there were a very select few of unofficial skins, either based off iconic people or referencing content creators in some sort of form? Today, we're going to be going over a list of every unofficial icon item that was added before icons were officially in Fortnite. So let's just get into it. Number 1 being Lufu skin. As many of you guys know, Loserfruit has her own icon skin now, but before she came into the game, this skin rocks, was adapted by her pretty quickly in chapter 1 as it looked pretty similar to her. With the Lufu colors, it had pink, purple and blue, her face looking pretty similar to her, even coming down to the eye color, which you guys can see side by side, it looks exactly the same as her icon skin's eye color. And we cannot forget the main thing, which is the strawberry logo right in the center of the shirt. If this wasn't a direct reference to Loserfruit, then someone on Epic's design team had to have intentionally made this. Anyway, next up, number 2 is Summit Striker. If you were around back in the OG Fortnite days, you'd probably recognize the popular streamer Summit1G, or at least have heard of his name before. This skin came out in chapter 1 season 6 all the way back in 2018, and it was a starter pack skin, so a lot of people should have this one. The reasons why people say that this is Summit1G's skin, or at least referencing to Summit1G, is because you can see on the skin it has the Summit1G colors. It also has what looks to be a 1G on the actual skin itself, which is kind of in the design of his logo as well. And also the timing that they released this was at the peak of when Summit1G was playing Fortnite. Next up, Plunger. This one's kind of confirmed. The reason why is because when Ninja was in his prime back in OG, when the game was only just starting, Ninja was getting really popular. He tweeted out this funny tweet stating, "Something I look forward to every single day, and every 3 days are the skins/new skins on Fortnite game." And I am pretty upset that there have been no new skins. I literally am trying to throw money at the game. Dude, I would buy a toilet plunger as an axe. So what did they do? They added a toilet plunger with a katana through the middle of it. The katana pretty much referencing Ninja, since ninjas use katanas. If that isn't clear as day, then I don't know what is. This was one of the first times that Fortnite responded to a content creator adding in-game content. The plunger! But moving on from Ninja, coming in at number 4, we're talking about Cypher PK. Some people call him the king of Fortnite these days, or maybe Nick30. Anyway, with Cypher PK, the skin that we're talking about is the Manic skin, the male counterpart to the Manic skin. Now, as a lot of you guys know, if you are Cypher fans, Manic was Cypher's main skin before he actually got an official icon skin. When this skin was released, the funny thing is, Cypher PK was actually in the works with his icon skin, but this could have been intentionally done, as Cypher PK's main skin is Manic, and this is the male counterpart to Manic, so they couldn't have made it look that similar to Cypher as a mistake. The haircut looked pretty much identical to Cypher, at the time at least. It had the Oni mask. If this wasn't a direct reference to Cypher, then the timing of this and the look of the skin, the set it's in as well, with the female counterpart being Cypher PK's main skin, it just adds up too nicely. This could have been done intentionally to build up hype for Cypher PK's actual icon skin, but Cypher PK was never even in the works with this skin, so I guess unless an Epic employee comes out and tells us this information, we may never know. Number 5, the Reaper. Part of chapter 1 season 3's battle pass back in 2018, it was the tier 100 skin. The Reaper, often called John Wick, as he looked pretty identical to John Wick. The Reaper was the first crossover skin that we had in Fortnite. The Plunger pickaxe was the first kind of crossover item, but the Reaper was the first crossover looking skin. As the seasons went on, we did get the official John Wick skin, but before the real John Wick skin came out, the Reaper was always called John Wick. Number 6, Wonder Woman. Part of the chapter 1 season 4 battle pass back in 2018, there was this skin called Valor. Valor was pretty popular for looking pretty similar to Wonder Woman. Now that Wonder Woman is actually in the game, no one really cares about her anymore, but back when she first came out, everyone loved the skin. Number 7, Codename Elf. Codename Elf was heavily adopted by Lachlan in his early Fortnite career. It wasn't made for him, but it became connected to him, and fans often call it the Lachlan skin to this day, kind of how they call the C-Day skin Raptor and the Fearless skin so on. But the thing that makes Codename Elf stand out is that Codename Elf actually looks pretty similar to Lachlan. Lachlan was a big YouTuber back then as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did make it as a reference to Lachlan. There's some other skins that look kind of like Lachlan as well that he has adapted to, even though he does have his new icon skin. There's the new Waltz skin, which kind of looks like Lachlan's icon skin if he was a prince, the Drift skin, and there's probably some others that I'm missing as well. Next up, with the first emote on this list, we have Tidy. Tidy, obviously the Snoop Dogg emote. It's very rare, but apparently apparently it is coming back soon. So if it does come back, make sure you use code XannvyY, XannvyY, hashtag epic partner in the Fortnite item shop. I appreciate all of you guys that use my creator code a lot. Now with Tidy, the emotes movements are very similar, if not a direct copy of Snoop Dogg's dance style from his music videos, particularly the iconic drop it like it's hot dance. Again, while Fortnite doesn't directly use his name, fans immediately recognize the connection. It's another case of Epic pulling inspiration from real life figures without a direct trademark likeness. Now speaking of Snoop Dogg, number 9, the Doggo skin. While not directly referencing a specific celebrity, the Doggo skin has a very Snoop Dogg-esque vibe. With its chill attitude and accessories like the shades, the hoodie up, the dog is always wearing a relaxed expression and has a very laid back vibe. Number 10, Floss. A lot of you guys probably know Floss came from the Backpack Kid. Where it first came hugely popular was when the Backpack Kid, Russell Horning, performed it on Saturday Night Live in 2017 during a performance by Katy Perry. Fortnite made this an iconic dance across all of its players. Pretty much everyone used it at one point. And now it's one of the most sought after emotes in Fortnite history as it's locked behind the Chapter 1 Season 2 Battle Pass. With some more rare emotes, 11 and 12 are mixed together, fresh and rambunctious. Now the reason why I'm pairing both fresh and rambunctious together is because they're both from the popular TV series Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a really popular 90s TV show starring Will Smith. As you guys can see, if you have watched the show, you will see the actors performing these emotes, but unfortunately Fortnite copied them too hard and there was a lawsuit with these emotes. So they're probably going to stay rare for a while, but who knows, maybe Fresh Prince of Bel-Air will do an official collab with Fortnite one day and they'll actually come back. But unless we get a collab with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I highly doubt these emotes are coming back anytime soon. Number 13, Take the L. Take the L is pretty much a direct reference to the Pennywise dance. Epic never officially branded it as an It or Warner Bros collab, but it's widely accepted as a direct reference. It became really popular when heaps of toxic Fortnite players were spamming the emotes over and over, especially streamers like Ninja, Tfue, Dakotas. They'd spam it after every elimination or just trolling. So even though it's not part of the Icon series, it's basically a hidden crossover emote. Number 14, the Slick emote. Now I honestly did not even know about this one before making this, and I actually did like the Slick emote, but the Slick emote was inspired by a Michael Jackson dance style. It wasn't officially branded by Michael Jackson, but that's the backstory on it. Maybe one day they'll add official Michael Jackson emotes like the moonwalk. But now at the last section in this video, we have number 15, the fan concepts. Now this one is a big one. Skins like Aura and Guild. In May 2019, an artist known as Fantasy Fool posted this concept up on Twitter featuring 2 characters called the Treasure Hunters, complete with a gold llama backbling, a pickaxe with a skull wearing a chain, and cash in a backpack. Now I'm not going to go over the backstories of every fan-made skin, but all the following skins that are some pretty popular in the game to this day, they're all actually fan-made skins. I may be missing a few as well. So we have Frigid Foregoer, Joy, Etheria, Chicken Trooper, Tender Defender, Chaos Double Agent, Shady Zadie, Blizzabelle, Charlotte, Isabel, Celeste, Chigusa, Gingerbread Raider, Marius, Rapscallion, Shadow Scully, Dream, Brightstorm Bomber, Yuki, Cozy Chomps, Festival Lace, Pinky, the Boxy skins, Meowscles, and there may be more that I'm missing, but they were all fan-made concepts that actually made their way into the game. But now sadly, one specific person ruined this by doing some pretty bad things, which unfortunately scrapped the release of a skin that was once added to the files named Harmony Lee. A lot of people wanted this skin, so it does suck, but the concept artist pretty much ruined it for everyone, as Epic sadly doesn't do fan concepts anymore, at least to my knowledge. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you made it to the end, comment down below a cookie emoji so I know which ones of yous are actually real. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.